Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Szentes, and in this short video I will be answering the question that came from one of you guys: how to let go of the past. Now, you might have seen memes on Instagram or Facebook or or other different places that says just let go of the past. Very true, but it's not as simple as just that. The past has tremendous significance. The past has incredible amounts of information that we need to learn from. We need to use this learning to build a foundation from, and only then we can rise above that and then move on and then create a future that is not a repetition of some form of past story. There are two predominant thinking patterns and thoughts that I have seen. One is that only focus on the future. Just focus on what you want, and you will get it. The universe delivers, manifest. It's great. Okay, fine and true. However, every time you really want something, very likely, if you haven't done a whole lot of mindset work, very likely that you also have emotions, negative emotions about things that you really don't want. Okay, so every time you really want something, it's not just a pure want. Quite often it is infused with negative emotions of something like, oh, what if I don't get it? What if it won't come true? The doubts get infused with your really wanting it. Now, of course, whichever is stronger is going to dictate whether you move forward or not and whether you're going to manifest or not. But the past has a very unique way of showing up in our lives. I can get into the full lecture because it would be like 2-3 hours, but I just want to give you guys a few key points to understand that the last thing I personally recommend for you to do is to run from your past, because it is going to chase you. A lot of people talk about childhood issues. A lot of people talk about parental issues, the grandma, grandpa. It's extremely important. They all carry a lot of information that if we don't understand the metaphorical and the symbolic significance, we will see those events, the energies of it in our lives till the end of time, or until we take the lesson away, we learn the lesson, and then we can design or do something different, something better. For example, a lot of people these days are awakening. They're asking new questions like, okay, how can I make more money? How can I feel better? How can I get maybe a different job where I feel more aligned with what I do? How can I get into less conflict with people, maybe even build my own business? And whatever you have in your heart, you can certainly identify with this statement. Now, imagine that you want to build your own business, but if I'm just going to tell you a story, this is a fictitious story, but your parents had their own business and you never saw them as a child. They were very focused on the business. They were really good at what they did, but you as a child, you didn't see them much. So silently you have a lot of unmet needs, a lot of maybe even resentments, maybe even feelings of bitterness. So if you start thinking about your business, building your own business, do you think that your past experience as a child, not seeing your parents, is going to help you? Right? The answer is no. So this is just one seemingly simple example, but a lot of people have, thousands of these mini stories that actually are very dominant and determine whether they can succeed or not. So you really have to look at, both sides of the spectrum. I'm actually a specialist in identifying what is not working in your life, what is it that you want, and how can you get there the fastest. And we also take bits and pieces from the past, which are typically in the way. We can also take bits and pieces from the past that we can install in your mind, so you will have that forward momentum. I don't want to get too heavy in this video, but another thing, a lot of people were heavily traumatized, and trauma could mean maybe parents or somebody yelled at us. Maybe it was a fight at the playground. Some people didn't have it as easy. Some people were traumatized in physical and other ways. Now, that alone, or those events alone, if not processed properly, are enough to completely stop a person proceeding and moving forward for many reasons that I cannot get into in this video. So is the past unimportant? The answer is no. It's very, very important. But you need to know how to find the specific pieces. Like every trauma has hundreds of substantiating pieces to it. And when you learn how to shape your mindset around it, you take away the learning, all of that pain will go away. It will melt away. And then with those learnings, now you have a brand new foundation. And now you can apply the new learnings. And from the new foundation, you can launch into a new adventure, into a new opportunity. So I have helped thousands of people worldwide, and I have not, achieved success, relationship success, heal heartbreak, even overcome some pretty serious illnesses. I have not met one person who didn't have some serious thing or happening in the past that showed up in their present moment, and also it would have shown up in their future. So how to let go of the past? I highly recommend that you hire a mentor who is specialized in that. There's other options where you take some seminars and courses and you learn how to subconsciously release a lot of your negative emotions, how to subconsciously or release from the subconscious your limiting beliefs, how to release a lot of your inner conflicts. There's thousands of them. And learn how to integrate, make friends with your shadow self. There's thousands of those. And then also the last is like make sure that you have goals in place so that you know where you're headed, what is it that you want. And once you heal all those things, it will be so effortless to move forward towards what you want, whether it's health, whether it's a romantic relationship or financial success. But as long as the past is there, it is going to feel like some heavy weight. It is going to feel like a baggage is what a lot of people call it. And we're going to drag the baggage with us. So let go of the past of those 4 things I mentioned, and then you will be able to make better decisions. You're going to feel lighter. You're going to find joy in life. You're going to find better relationships, higher quality relationships, not only in the romantic arena, but also in business. And I am my own best testimony because I had so much junk and garbage from the past. I grew up in Hungary. My parents were fighting, even though everything seemed shiny and nice on the outside, but it was so much drama, so much trauma. And guess what? At the age of 42, I ended up with a stroke. So yes, it will develop into some kind of physical manifestation such as that. Had I not been able to heal the past, which was very complex, I would not be able to be sitting here and sharing my well-being with you, if you will, 10 years later. So that's what I want for you guys, all right? So if you need any help with it, you reach out. I'm going to post the web link below this video. And we'll catch you guys on the next video. Talk soon.